Very good morning friends. In this video we are going to discuss about the compound angles, how to use the simple angles to find the compound angles, which are just the sum of two or more angles. So they are called as compound angles. Compound angles like A plus B. A is the angle, B is the angle, A plus B is another angle. So how the T ratios behave with these angles? So this is sine A plus B. We can prove it using trigonometry. There is no that it cannot be proved because it has all been proved. I know how to prove it, but these days no one is asking how to prove this one. Nobody is interested. It's all about using those T ratios, AB over BC. You have to draw like the angles, then you have to make the triangles, then you have to find the angle of analytical geometry, the idea of the triangles, congruency and analytical geometry to prove these identities, because actually these are just the ratios and the sides in the triangles. But this is the proving is beyond the syllabus. Nobody asks proving these days. When we were young, then they used to ask this, prove that analytically this ratio is true. But these days, from the last 10 years, 20 years, nobody is asking, neither in Indian boards nor in the international board, nobody is asking you how to prove them. So you just keep yourself away from this thing. This is unnecessary actually. So here I go and then just write the formulas. So sine A plus B is sine A cos B plus cos A sin B. Then we have another one is sin A minus B is sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. Now we can have, there are other also cos and cos A plus B, that is cos A cos B minus sin A sin B, and cos A minus B, that is cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. But after some times you have to find the other kind of angles using these relations. So here only I am just trying to get it. Just first you just add them. Suppose if you add this equation to this equation, then these two are equal and opposite, so they will cancel out each other and you will get twice of this. So you get sine A plus B is sine A plus B plus sine A minus B. This is twice sine A cos B. Just see this plus this, so these two added up, these two cancel each other. So sine A plus B plus sine A minus B is 2 sine A cos B. Now if I subtract this minus this, so sine A plus B minus sine A minus B. So this will become minus, this will become plus. So these two will cancel each other and these two will add up. So you'll get 2 cos A sin B. Now just assume that if A plus B is C and A minus B is D, then you add them, you get 2A is C plus D, that is A is C plus D by 2, and if you subtract, then A cancel 2B C minus D, so B will be similarly C minus D over 2. So now in this equation, wherever you see A plus B, replace it by C, so this becomes sin C plus, wherever you have A minus B, here make it D, so sin D is 2 sin A, which is C plus D by 2 into cos C minus D by 2. So this is called sum of the ratios, like the sum, sin C plus sin D, and now you are getting the product. So you can also treat it as sum into the product, and the reverse, otherwise it will be called as product to sum. So similarly, sin C minus sin D, sin C minus sin D is 2 cos C plus D by 2 into sin C minus D by 2. So these two things you can note it down, and these two things also. These two things you can take it as formula. So sin A plus B, sin A cos B, cos A sin B, sin A minus B, sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. Now sin C plus D is 2 sin C plus D by 2 cos C minus D by 2. Sin C minus D is 2 cos C plus D over 2 and C minus D over 2. So this is the relation between sine. After cleaning this, I will write the same relation for cosine also. So till then, just give me 10 seconds break. So now this time we have cos A plus B, and which is cos A cos B, cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. And if you replace it by minus, this will become plus. So cos A minus B, so I can write cos A minus B is cos A cos B plus, when it is positive here it is negative, when it is negative here it is positive, sin A sin B, sin A sin B. Now add these two. So cos A plus B plus cos A minus B, then you get these two cancel and these two add up. So this will get 2 cos A cos B, and if you write cos A plus B minus cos A minus B, then this will become negative, so you get minus 2 sin A sin B. Now use the same thing, replace A plus B by C and A minus B by D, and A as C plus D by 2 and the B as C minus D by 2, then you get cos C plus cos D is 2 cos C plus D by 2 into cos C minus D by 2, and then cos C minus cos D is 2 sin, this is minus, C plus D by 2 and sin C minus D by 2. Now you can note it down, whatever I have written in these boxes. Okay, now the next important thing is that what about when the negative things are fixed? So again we have some set of formulas. Sine of minus theta is minus sine theta, cos of minus theta is cos theta, tan of minus theta is minus tan theta. How? So a simple description. Just I told you that the anti-clockwise angles are treated as positive and the clockwise angles are treated as negative. Suppose my moving point moves from here and it goes like this. So first it is here A, and then it came here. Suppose it started from point here. So when it goes from here in this direction anti-clockwise, this is angle theta subtended. Now I drop a perpendicular here. This is my AB is perpendicular and this is my O. Suppose this is like, if instead of going in the upward direction, suppose if you had come here, so this angle clockwise will become minus theta. Now if you drop a perpendicular here, okay, so now just see sine theta. Sine theta is opposite, which is AB over AC. Sorry, it's not AC, there is OA. Yeah, so AB is, this is AB and the OA is this. So I just told you that O is always positive and this is adjacent for this triangle. So we are in the first quadrant, so this is the positive direction of the x-axis, so the OB is positive. So sine theta is positive. Same way cos theta will be positive because this is positive, this is positive, this is also positive. But when you go down, this is negative because we are in the negative side, because we are just below the x-axis, like the negative direction of y-axis. So this is negative. This will remain positive because hypotenuse we consider always positive. So now when you see this triangle, so if you try to find out sine minus theta, then you get opposite, which is, suppose I call it as A dash. So A dash B, and so if A and A dash B are just opposite of each other, we will have our perpendiculars just matching here. So it means they are equal in magnitude, but one is positive, so this is also nothing but AB but negative AB, and this is OA. So that's OA dash. That's why sine theta is negative of this. So we got this relation. Similarly, we have cos theta. So when you find cos, so it's positive over positive, so it will remain positive. When you find tan, so opposite, wherever opposite side is involved, like the tan, sine is opposite upon hypotenuse, and tan is opposite upon adjacent. So in these two cases, the negative things will be involved. And when it is adjacent and hypotenuse, cos only, and it's reciprocal, that is hypotenuse over the adjacent, that is sec. So cos and sec both are positive. This is for this. So using this idea, if I compensate this minus sign, so this C minus D will become D minus C. So I can write, or 2 sine C plus D by 2 into sine D minus C by 2. So this negative sign is gone and this has come inside this. That's why C minus D has become minus C plus D, or can call it as D minus C. So this is the relation. Now we have to clean the screen again, and then we'll get the third set of formulas, and then we'll continue exploring the values. Okay, so now we use the idea of the compound angles in the tangent, and the formula goes like this. Tan A plus B is tan A plus tan B over 1 minus tan A tan B, and then tan A minus B is tan A minus tan B over 1 plus tan A tan B. Now how to use these identities? So suppose if you know that last time we discussed, I help you draw a table which can give you the value of 0, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, 90 degrees. So these are the known values which you know. Now suppose if I have to find what is the value of tan 15 degrees. So you don't know because there is nothing 15, but you can get this 15 by using tan 45 minus 30. Got it? So the 15 is 45 minus 30. So now you see we are finding tan A minus B in this formula. So what this will become? This will become tan 45 minus tan 30 over 1 plus tan 45 tan 30. That is tan 45 is 1 minus 1 over root 3 over 1 plus 1 over root 3. You'll get root 3 minus 1 over root 3 plus 1 over root 3. These two cancel, and you get root 3 minus 1 over root 3 plus 1. Same way when you have to find out the value of sine 15. So sine 15, then you can take either this or this. So suppose I go for sine 60 minus 45. So this gives me sine 60 cos 45 minus cos 60 sine 45. Sine 60 is root 3 over 2 into 1 over root 2 minus root 3 over 2 into 1 by root 2. This one, sorry, this is not root 3 by 2, this is just half. So you get root 3 minus 1 over 2 root 2. This is how you use the ideas of compound angles to get these kind of values, or you can convert the product into the sum of t ratios or the sum into the product using c plus d and c minus d. So in the next video we will just find the double angle, and they are derived from these angles only. Okay, so now here we are going to find out the double angle. So now you just saw that three formulas. I write again sine a plus b as sine a cos b plus cos a sine b. Next I am going to write as cos a plus b as cos a cos b minus sine a sine b, and the final one is tan a plus b as tan a plus tan b over 1 minus tan a tan b. Now just assume that if b becomes a, suppose I write these b as a, so replace b by a, then what will happen? This will become a plus a, that is 2a. So you get sine 2a is sine a cos a plus cos a sine a. So these two are same. So become 2 sine a cos a, because sine a cos a sine a, they are same thing. So you get a new formula called sine 2a is 2 sine a cos a. Now here this will become cos 2a is cos a, that is cos square a, minus sine a is sine square a. So this is another formula. Now if I convert this cos square a as sine square a, and you know that sine square a plus cos square a is 1, so the cos square a is 1 minus sine square a. So the cos square a can be written as 1 minus sine square a, and then this is minus sine square a. So this becomes 1 minus 2 sine square a. If you replace this sine square a as cos square a, so this will become cos 2a is cos square a minus 1 minus cos square a. If you dissolve this bracket, this minus will become plus. So cos square a plus cos square a, this will become 2 cos square a minus 1. So now you see, you get one formula. Cos 2a is 2 cos square a minus 1. Cos 2a is also 1 minus 2 sine square a, and cos 2a is cos square a minus sine square a. Sin 2a is 2 sine a cos a. Here in the same case you will have tan 2a is 2 tan a over 1 minus tan square a. So these formulas you should keep in your head. Now I'm going to another set of formulas, and these all formulas are derived from one another, and they are called sin 3a, cos 3a, and tan 3a. So just let me clear the screen again. Okay, so now we are trying to find out how will you find the value of sine 3a. Sine 3a. So better you can break this down, this 3a as sine 2a plus a. So this one you can write as sine, use the formula again. So this is sine 2a cos a plus cos 2a sine a. At the place of sine 2a, again use the formula, that is 2 sine a cos a and cos a, plus at the place of this cos 2a you write 1 minus 2 sine square, and this is also a formula which I discussed just few seconds back. So this becomes 2 sine a cos square a plus sine a minus 2 sine cube a, and 2 sine a, this is 1 minus sine square a plus sine a minus 2 sine cube a. So this is 2 sine a minus 2 sine cube a plus sine a minus 2 sine cube a, that is 3 sine a minus 4 sine cube a, and that is the identity which we call it as formula. So this is sine 3a is 3 sine a minus 4 sine cube a. In the, let me clear the screen, and then I just derive same thing for cos 3a. Now cos 3a is cos 2a plus a, which is cos 2a cos a minus sine 2a sine a. So the cos 2a is 1 minus, no, I want to convert everything in cos, so I'll use this formula, 2 cos square a minus 1 cos a minus 2 sine a cos a and sine a, because sine 2a is 2 sine a cos a and sine a as it is. So now I don't need this sine a here, I will write it as sine square a. So 2 cos cube a minus cos a and minus 2, this is 1 minus cos square a cos a. So you get 2 cos cube a minus cos a minus 2 cos a plus 2 cos square a, that is 4 cos cube a minus 3 cos a. This is the formula for cos 3a. Got it? So in the next video, not in the next video, just let me clear the screen, and then here only I just give you the value of tan 3a. So this is tan 3a, and we know that we can break it as tan 2a plus a. So this is tan 2a plus tan a over 1 minus tan 2a tan a, and that is, again this is the formula, 2 tan a over 1 minus tan square, this is for tan 2a plus tan a upon 1 minus 2 tan square a upon 1 minus tan square a. So here if you take the LCM, then this become 2 tan a plus this whole thing multiplied by tan added with this, so this become tan a 1 minus tan square a over 1 minus tan square a whole divided by 1 minus tan square a minus 2 tan square a over 1 minus tan square a. So these two cancel, and then you get this tan and tan is 3 tan a. 3 tan a minus tan cube a over 1 minus 3 tan square a, and this is the value for 3 tan a. So this is the formula. Tan 3a is 3 tan a minus tan square a. Then from here we get another set of values, and they are called as submultiple angles, but they are same thing. Like here you see that if you have 3a, then this is a, means whatever angle is here, then you can put the 30. Like suppose if I say that a is 30, so become tan 90 is 3 tan 30 minus tan cube 30 over 1 minus 3 tan square a. So this is called the submultiple angle, where the angles are expressed in the form of the submultiple, like the fractions, like the 2 theta is theta by 2. So everywhere, like, just let me clear the screen, then just give me 2 minutes briefing. And then, okay, just like you saw that sine 2a, this is the formula. Sine 2a is 2 sine a cos a. So you see what is this angle? 2a, and what is this? Half of that. So if I have this angle as a sine a, this will become 2 sine a by 2 cos a by 2. This is called submultiple angle. You have the formula cos 2a is cos square a minus sine square a, and then you can write cos a as cos square a by 2 minus sine square a by 2. This is just the same thing. So this is all for now, and in the very next video we will discuss about the graphs of trigonometric functions. Till now, have a nice time, subscribe to our channel and stay healthy and keep practicing.